Hello and welcome to the show.
And welcome to Plundering the Marshal's Baggage, a short pint-sized campaign for sharp practice. It's based on events taking place around the Battle of Mohrungen between 24th and 25th of January 1807, where Russian raiders ransacked Marshal Bernadotte's baggage. The Russians have been successful and pushed the French out of Liebstadt, and they've also now grabbed the treasure. This is the third and final scenario, A Plunder Too Far, north of Mohrungen, 25th of January. Trying to exploit their raiding success in Mohrungen, the Russians moved north where they encountered elements of Marshal Bernadotte's corps returning to the town. The raiding force quickly retreated after a sharp fight, but managed to keep their loot from the Marshal's baggage. This is an encounter scenario. Both sides must force their opponent to withdraw from the table. The French need to save some face here, as the Russians have won the first two scenarios. Fortunately for them, the Russians will be carrying forward some of the losses from scenario number 2, and also some wounds on leaders. So they'll have 3 groups of 5 Jaegers, 1 group of 7 Dragoons, and 2 groups of either 8 or 7 Cossacks. This is a new French force, so there's no attrition or wounds on any of the leaders. They will have 3 groups of 6 Voltigeur skirmishers and 2 groups of 8 hussars. So while the Russians seem to have an advantage with respect to the points, with the wounds on leaders and the reduction of numbers in each of the groups, it's probably fairly even. So the Russians will have all of the same leaders as in the previous scenario. However, because of the wounds on Beat-Off and Topple Over, there's a lot of status 1 leadership going around, so their command and control might be quite difficult. French will have Henri Hors d'Oeuvre and Edouard Le Castellet with the Voltigeurs, and André Eau de Parfum and Christophe Creme Brulee with the Hussars. The ground for the encounter is pretty featureless. Mohrungen lies to the left-hand side of the table, which is to the south, and Bernadotte's corps is off to the north, to the right of the table. The Russian raiding force will be entering the table from the road on the left, and the French will be entering the table on the road on the right. Unfortunately, it started to snow again, and it's heavy. Visibility is a maximum of 18 inches, firing over 12 inches is -1. Infantry cannot run except on the road, but cavalry can gallop normally. French force morale is on 9 and the Russians are on 10. First turn, leader 2, Guntich for the Russians. So I'm thinking that the cavalry will be coming on first because of their speed. Leader 1 for the French, same with them, that's the Voltigeurs, so cavalry will be coming on first. Red flag, blue flag. Red leader 1 is beat off. 4 is bugger off. Right, that's the first of the Cossacks they'll be on. They're excited to see what they can exploit further up the road. Blue flag, blue flag, red flag. Random movement event 11. Okay, commissariat has arrived. That's not really applicable for this. No effect. Red leader 3 is Topple Over with the Dragoons. They'll be on as well. Just 12 inches for them. And Topple Over's wounded, so he's only level 1. Thundering in behind the Cossacks. And 5 is Bog Off, so the Cossacks are right up behind the Dragoons. In fact, they might swing around them and join Bugger Off. So the great mass of Russian cavalry streaming out of Mohrungen, going north looking for more booty. Their bags are bulging as it is. French leader 2, that's Le Castellet. No. 4, oh, that's one of the Hussars, Creme Brulee. He's on. And Tiffin, end of turn. Blue flag. Red flag. Red leader 5, Bog Off. He carries on. Right, they came on at the canter and they'll continue at the canter. Remember, it is snowing. They can only see 18 inches and neither side can see each other at the moment. 8 plus 6, 14. And that, I'm afraid, is bad news for the Cossacks, because out of the snowstorm appears those Cossacks to the Hussars. So they could pounce on them. Blue flag. Red flag. French leader 1. That's hors d'oeuvre. Yeah. One of the cavalry is already out and the others can go around them. They'll be on. Red leader 2, Guntich, he's on. Only got the 5 Jaegers though. Blue flag, that's 3. And red flag. Ooh, leader 4, that's old Creme Brulee. Alright, Creme Brulee is going to whip them into a gallop and see if he can close the gap here. It's 3 dice plus 9. Whoa, look at that. Yes, easy, they're in. Now the Cossacks will evade. 2 dice 6 plus 6. They go 11. That's going to take them back there. And these all therefore go another 6, because that was their full move, and they haven't caught them. Interesting. Chase them away though. Red leader 1, beat off. So Beetoff is wounded. He's only a level 1 commander. He's got 2 groups with him, so he's going to have to use the flag every time he activates from now on. Red flag. Ooh, that's 4. Interesting. Right. Well, I think realistically what I'm going to have to do is get those Cossacks out of the way. They're going to canter over to the right as we look. 2 dice plus 6. So there we'll go 15. They'll be shouting to their mates and letting them know the Hussars are on the way. French leader 3 is Eau de Parfum with the other Hussars. Well, they'll circumnavigate the Voltigeurs and Tiffin. So we've only got French flags there. Leader 2 is Casselet, who's not on yet. End of turn. First up, leader 1, that's Beetoff. You can only get 1 group of Jaegers moving. So he'll activate the front group and get them to move around here. All 3 dice, I think. They know the cavalry are there now. Leader 5. Well, that's Bogoff again. So Bogoff is here. I think I might have mixed them up between Bugger Off and Bogoff. Anyway, Bogoff is here. I think he's going to move over this direction, keep away from the Hussars. 2 dice plus 6, 8, 14. Ooh, leader 4, well that's Bugger Off. So he will walk and turn. Just the 2 dice. 5. Cool, look at this, another red. Leader 3, that is Topple Over. Now, here he is. He can charge these at the gallop. 3 dice plus 6, I think is exactly what he's going to do. Can he get there? Hussars can't evade. So that is going to be 13 plus 6 is 21. They're in. Exciting times. We've got a cavalry melee. The dice are pretty even, but the dragoons will get slightly better because they're better quality cavalry. Right, away we go. We're looking for 5s and 6s. I'll sort that out. Right, well that's 4 shock on both sides for a start. 6 kills on the dragoons. I suppose that's an automatic hit on Topple Over. What's happened to him? 6, another wound. So he'll be 0 rated. 5 will go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to be 2 with 4, so they will rout. Check to see if Creme Brulee's caught it up. Yes, he has. What's happened to him? He's knocked over. Wounded, so he's level 0. And another 3. Right, so they're okay, apart from the fact that he's down. They will rout. So it's 2 dice 6 plus 6. It's 11. So there they are, they're routed. So some bad things happen. Leader wounded. 5. That's -1. Takes them down to 9. Group breaks. 2. Another -1. So the Russians are on 8. And check for wounded leader here. 1 for a leader 1 is no effect. So French did well there. Red flag. French leader 1, hors d'oeuvre. Well, here he is. I think he's going to get his Voltigeurs to move out to the left. All 3 dice for both groups. So the front one will go 13. And the rear group 14. Well, they'll just tuck up behind. There they are, looking to put some pressure on the Cossacks to their front left. Blue leader 3, Eau de Parfum. Oh, I think he'll continue to canter. 15. Blue flag. Blue flag. And now all of a sudden it is the French going, right, leader 4, he's knocked out, needs to get up. Needs a 5 or a 6. He's got it. Right, so creme brulee is up. French leader 2, that is Edouard Le Casselet. Well, he's finally coming on with the Voltigeurs. And Tiffin. Right, 1 red flag, that is leader 2, Guntich. Right, here's Guntich here. He sees dragoons running towards him in trouble, so you're going to have to move to one side. And he gets 13, that's a good move. Puts them up nicely, just by that rough ground. And that's the end of turn. Blue flag. Red leader 2, that is Guntich. Right, here we go. Well, that's Guntich here. He's under 12 inches, which is good news because of the snow. So those 5 Jaegers will be told to fire at the Hussars. 5 dice, first fire, hitting on 3s. Okay, so that's 3 hits on them. They're in the open. That's 2 shock, although that is going to be pushback. It's just the 1 inch for the cavalry. So bad things happen though. 4, which is -1. French are on 8 force morale, as are the Russians. French leader 1, Lieutenant Henri Hors d'oeuvre. Right, there they are. Hors d'oeuvre's going to get them to move 2 dice. I messed up earlier. They can't run, but the skirmishers get an extra dice, so they're going to both move 2 dice. Close the gap. They need to be within 12 really to fire at the Cossacks. First group goes 7. We'll go with them. And the second group 6. Right, they're just outside close range, so it's going to be -1 to hit. It's first fire, so I might well go with them. They're light infantry anyway, so they get a +1, so it all negates itself. You'll pick up a card and direct fire. 4, 5, 6 to hit then. Which is 5 hits. And this could mess the Cossacks up. Ooh, look at that. They're in the open, so that's 1 shock and 2 kill. Is the kill on Bogov? No, it's not. 1, 2. The Voltigeurs are unloaded. Red flag. Blue flag. Blue leader 4. That is Sergeant Christophe Creme Brulee, who I think has to pick that flag up because he is 0 rated. And he'll have to take a point of shock off. That's all he can do. Try and get them to retire, I think, shortly. Red leader 1 is beat off. Right, he's going to pick that card up. They will move and he'll tell the others to move. So they'll move 2 dice 6 up here. They go 9, that's a good move. And they'll move also 2 dice, but not particularly well, just the 5. Right, so they can fire and they'll be unloaded. Close range. 5 dice. It's first fire, so they're hitting on 3s. That's 4 hits. In the open. Ooh dear, look at that. 2 kill and 1 shock. Is the kill on Creme Brulee? It is. What's happened to him? Well, it doesn't actually matter. He's 0 rated, so he's killed. Another one goes with him, which would be matey there. Yeah. They go back 2. Right, bad things happened for creme brulee, 5. -1, French are on 7. And group obliged to withdraw, 4. Another -1, French are on 6. Red flag. Blue flag. French leader 3. Eau de parfum. Right, there he is. Now, interesting. What about these Jaegers here? You can probably gallop in there. They're unloaded. Oh, this could be nasty. 3 dice plus 9. Oh, they're easily in. Eau de parfum will pick up a flag as well. So he's level 3. Right, looking for 5s and 6s. The Russians get none. The French get 3 kills and 1 shock. Is the kill on beat off? No. Lost by 3, which is thrown back 12 inches facing away from the enemy, plus 3 shock to each defeated fighting or supporting group. So they're going to rout, go 12 inches first. Disastrous by beat off and his gang there. So there's now 2 with 4. They're running away. And they are off the table with beat off. Dear oh dear, that's a shocker for the Russians. So as bad things happened for a group breaking, which is 2. -1, the Russians are on 7. And also now a status 2 leader routing from the table. 3. Another -1. So both forces are now on 6 force morale. Blue flag. Red leader 3. That's topple over. Oh, well, he can't do anything really, can he? Take a point of shock off. Red leader 4. Bugger off. So I'm thinking they'll come around here now, cantering 2 dice plus 6, which is 12. I'll get in behind the French there. Bog off. I think he's going to pick that flag up. Right, here he is. He'll take a point of shock off. He can't attack the Voltigeurs because there's no shock on them, so that's no good. So he might continue cantering and get out their arc of fire, whether that's any good. Or he could walk and turn around. He might do that, actually. 2 dice. I think he's going to do that. 7. Might just disappear into the snowflakes there. French leader 2. That's Le Castellet. Haven't seen him for a while. He's on the road, so they can move with 3 dice, and they go a cracking 8. Tiffin. 1 blue flag. They've all gone. End of turn. So, quick synopsis here. I think the Russians are struggling. These Cossacks are not doing any good. They've got to turn away. We've already lost 1 Jaeger group off the back with beat off. Topple and his gang, they've had it with the Dragoons, so it's pretty rubbish. Cossacks on the Russian left, going beyond the woods there, but whether they'll be able to do anything or not is another matter. And Eau de Parfum with his hussars, really doing some damage in the middle there. They're running amok. The Voltigeurs bringing up the rear. Red leader 5. Well, that is bog off, and he will continue to canter away. He goes 17. They're not going to do much good over there. French leader 3. Well, that's Eau de Parfum again. Right, well, they smashed into the previous Jaegers here, galloping, and they're going to just gallop straight into the other Jaegers at the back. It's 3 dice plus 9, which is more than enough. So we're looking for 5s and 6s. Well, cocky French would probably come a copper there. 2 shock and 2 kill, and just the one kill on the Jaegers there. Here's one of those kills on Eau de Parfum. Oh, it is. We'll take another one away first as well. What's happened to him? He is wounded, so he's down to level 1. Right, roll for that. Bad things happen. 4 -1. French are on 5. Right, well, I think the Hussars are going back 6 inches. Away they go. The wound counts as a kill, so it's +1 net to the Jaegers. Well done then. Red flag. And Tiffin. Okay, Russians go. And that, I think, will be 4 dice straight into the Hussars here. First fire, close range, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, in the open. 2 shock, so they're up to 4. Okay, that could have been better. End of turn. Right, blue flag. Blue flag. Leader 1. We haven't seen hors d'oeuvre for a while, have we? Right, they will reload and move 2 dice. They go 6. Now get them to move as well. 2 dice. Another 6. Leader 3. That is Eau de Parfum. He definitely does need those 2. He'll take some shock off. So he'll take 3 points of shock off here. They're down to 1 now. No, I'll tell you what, he'll take off 2 points of shock and they will walk about turn. Trying to get away from those Jaegers. They go 11. Red flag. Blue flag. Red leader 1 has gone. Beat offs 5. Bog off. Well, I'm thinking he'll just walk and carry on turning around the woods. Bugger off. Well, I'm going to allow them to canter into these Hussars here. He will pick up a flag. 2 dice plus 6. I think if they don't get anything apart from double 1, they're in. They're in. Right, looking for 5s and 6s. Well, that, I'm afraid, is 4 kills on the French, and there's only 4 of them. They're gone, and there's nothing coming back for the Cossacks, so they are wiped out. Disastrous for the French. And that's group wiped out 6. Ooh, that's -2. The French are on 3. Right, leader 2 is Le Castellet. Okay, he's going to pick that up. Right, he's got 2 dice. He is going to move along the road. Nice, 10. Dodgy. Will fire and reload at the Cossacks. So it's first fire. They are close range. They are light infantry equivalent. So hitting on 2s. 8 dice. 7 hits in the open. 3 shock and 1 kill. Is the kill on bugger off? No. Cossack goes, and now they can't charge. Red flag. Blue flag. And Tiffin. Right, Russians got 1 group to move. And it's Guntich's group here, and they will fire at these Hussars in the rear. It's close range, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. In the open. Oh, miss. Useless, because that would have been double shock as well. End of turn. Blue flag. Red flag. Leader 1. Hors d'oeuvre. Well, the trouble is with him, he hasn't got any targets really. He's got Hussars to his front. Those Jaegers are too far away. Front right. He's got the Cossacks to his right though. So, you're going to have to tell the other group to fire at them, I think. Right, he's going to pick up a card, so he's level 3. First of all, he's going to shout to these guys to turn and face the Cossacks and fire. 6 dice hitting on 2s, which is just as well. 5 hits in the open. And that is just 3 shock. And they will reload. He'll get his lot to move over here. 1 dice. Nice. And they'll do exactly the same. 6 dice, hitting on 2s. Again, just as well. In the open. Oh, appalling. 1 shock. And they'll reload. Blue leader 3, that is Eau de Parfum. Who will now be cantering his chaps away. They will go 12. Yeah, that's all he can do actually. So there they are. I was going to take a point of shock off, but of course he's down to level 1. Can't do that. Leader 2. Ooh, that's interesting. That's Le Castellet. He'll get his Voltigeurs to fire at the Cossacks. They might break them. And this time it's 3s to hit. So that's 4 hits. Another 2 shock and another kill. So shock's up to 9. Kill on bugger off. No. But there's 6 of them now with 9, so they go back 3. And they'll reload. Bad things happen for a group obliged to withdraw. Before I forget, 3. No effect. Red flag. Blue flag. Ooh, and tiffin. Okay, 2 Russian groups to move. Right, first of all, they will turn around, walking, and go 11. That's a great move. They're now around the back of that woods and out of sight. Handy, because otherwise they're just going to be running away. The other group to move will be these Jaegers here, and they'll go 10, hammering up here. Okay, end of turn. French leader 2, Le Castellet. Right, well he might be nasty. Get himself over here with 2 dice and fire at the retreating Cossacks. He goes 5. I don't think it's enough. Well, it might well be actually. I'll check the range, but I think they're in. So it's 3s to hit, 6 dice. They're in the rear, double shock. That is 5 hits. This could be nasty for the Cossacks. Right up the jacksie, and look at that. It's 4 shock and 2 kill. Put the shock on first. I think they're going to break. That's 13 shock, 2 kills. Is one of them bugger off? No, it's not. So 1, 2, go. And that's a rout. 2d6 plus 6. So they are gone. And they are screaming away. Bad things happen. 5 is -2. And the Russians are on 4. Force morale. French on 3. Red flag. Ooh, look at that. That's, who is that? That's Eau de Parfum. Oh well. Can't do much. Take a point of shock off. Red flag. That is bog off. Walk and turn, I guess. 9. Blue flag. Blue flag. Ooh, and tiffin. Okay. Russians will go first. That'll be Guntich here. He's going to move his lot forward. 1 dice. 2 inches. Probably not enough. No. He's just outside close range. So he'll get -1. Let me hit on 4s. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. Right, so they're going for these Voltigeurs. That is a fantastic 4 hits. They are soft cover. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. So that is 1 shock, 1 kill. Kill on hors d'oeuvre? No. Okay, so hors d'oeuvres group will turn around here and they will fire and reload against these Jaegers here. 5 dice, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Soft cover. 1 kill. No leader. Gone. And these Jaegers will activate, fire and reload. 3 dice. 1 hit. And no effect on them. End of turn. So it's a close run thing at the moment. French morale is on 3. Russians on 4. The cavalry have basically disappeared from both sides. The French have 3 groups of Voltigeurs and the Russians only 2 groups of Jaegers. So, if I was a betting man, I think I'll be going for the Frenchies today. Red flag. Leader 3. Topple over. Oh, I haven't seen him for ages. Right, well, he's not going to do anything, is he? I think he's going to just take his gang away. They're going to walk. Away they go. Go 4. Fantastic, but I just want to get them out of trouble. Blue flag. French leader 2, and that is old Le Castellet. Well, he's over on the right flank. I think he'll go 2 dice behind the woods, which isn't particularly good. Red leader 4, bugger off. He'll take off a couple of points of shock off the Cossacks, I guess. Red flag. Blue flag. I'll tell you what, I think I'll do a sharp practice. So these Voltigeurs will sharp practice against those Jaegers. They'll just be firing, they'll be unloaded. Here on 3s, that is 4 hits with soft cover. Oh dear, 1 point of shock, hopeless. However, hors d'oeuvre will get them to reload and fire again. And he'll get involved. 7 dice, hitting on 3s. Look at that, 6 hits, nice. Soft cover. Ooh, that's a bit better. Right, 2 kill and 2 shock. Well, there we go. 2 shock goes to 3, 2 kill. That's 1 man. He's going to rout. He's running away. 2 dice, 6 plus 6 is 11. He's gone. Bad things happen. Ooh, cheeky 6. -2. Russians on 2. Oh, look, French leader 3. Who's that? That's Eau de Parfum. Well, he can't do much. He'll take a point of shock off. Right, the Hussars are back in action. 0 shock. Big deal. Guntich. Well, I'm guessing again he's going to move forward 1 dice, which he does. 3. They will fire and reload at these guys. Being on 4s. Good hit. Soft cover. 3 shock. And up to 4. And Tiffin, so 2 French units. I think there's only 1. Bogoff's gang. Ooh, well, there they are. Do they have a go at the unloaded Voltigeurs here with 4 shock? Yeah, they need a good roll there. They're probably not going to get it. I think they'll walk 1 dice. Yep. I couldn't risk that. He's end of turn. Red flag. Blue flag. Leader 3, that's a Hussars. They'll turn around. There might be a bit of action yet with the cavalry. And there we go, hors d'oeuvre. Right, this time he's going to tell that lot to move over there and fire. I'll have to move another one, which they do. And they'll fire and be unloaded. 6 dice, hitting on 3s. 6 hits. Now that could be nasty. Soft cover. So that is 3 shock and 1 kill. Is the kill on Guntich? No. Jaegers are taking a pasting. For the other command initiative, he will tell them to reload and fire at the Cossacks. In fact, he's going to pick a flag up. He'll take a point of shock off as well. So it can be 4 dice. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Could have been better. In the open. Oh, 2 kill. And it's on old Bogoff. So one of them gone. What's happened to Bogoff? He's wounded. Bogoff's down to 0 rated now, but more importantly, bad things happen. 5. That's -1. The Russians are on 1 force morale. Leader 2, he'll pick that up. Guntich. Right, they will fire at hors d'oeuvre's gang. He will direct fire. 5 dice hitting on 4s. 3 hits. White cover. 1 kill. Is it on hors d'oeuvre? No. Another Voltigeur goes. And Tiffin, end of turn. Blue flag. Hello. Eau de Parfum. I can see a counter coming on. He'll pick that up. It's 2 dice plus 6. And that's it. Oh, no, well, hold on. They might be able to evade. So that's a total of 17. So 12 takes them there. Cossacks will evade 2 dice plus 6. So they go 12. And the Hussars will go another 5. Might not have been actually that brilliant a move, but there we are. Hussars chasing the Cossacks off the field of battle again. Well, there we go. Hors d'oeuvre. Can he give the coup de grace? Right, he will tell that lot to fire and that lot to fire, and they'll both reload. They're all going at this gang here. I'll do them all together. It's 9 dice. Hitting on 3s. Six hits. Light cover. 4 shock. So that's 3, 4, 7. So that's 4 with 7 excess. They will be obliged to withdraw. If I roll a 4, 5, 6, that is it. That's it. They're gone. They go back, and then everybody starts to run away. So that's it. The French have won this little skirmish, and the rest of the gang will be pouring down the road to the south to secure Mohrungen from this marauding Russian raiding force, which is going to now run away with the tail between his legs. They did a good job, but ultimately all the cavalry smashing into each other. They rather buggered it up for both people, and the Voltigeurs pushed the Jaegers away, and that's what did it in the end. All of the Russian cavalry looking in a pretty sorry state, to be honest, and the Jaegers not doing much better. So well done, the Frogs. Good victory for them. Quick look at the casualties. Bogov was wounded for the Russians with 8 Jaegers killed, 5 Dragoons and 5 Cossacks, so a costly loss for them. And for the French, the Hussars got a damn good kicking there. Creme Brulee killed, along with 9 of his other troopers, also 2 Voltigeurs. Well, that brings my Smalley campaign to an end. It really was a plunder too far for the Russians there. They lacked command and control and numbers to overcome the French, who did their damnedest to try and lose that with all the Hussars going down. However, unfortunately for Marshal Bernadotte, the Cossacks have got away with the booty. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. No doubt we'll meet Beatoff, Guntich, Buggeroff and the rest of the gang in the future, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching.